That was quite the entrance.
Oops.
Welcome to Talking Circles with Chris Carter, presented by J&T Services, and we are live from the Choice Tire and Automotive Studios in Kernersville, North Carolina, and this is our first show of 2025. I'm excited, and you know, when you walked in, it's like we haven't seen each other. Now, we have a little group text. We always talk and make sure everybody's doing okay. But when we came tonight, it was like, golly, we're so happy to see each other. And we're happy that y'all are tuning in. As we always say, we appreciate it. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Happy. Messer, you good over there?
Doing great.
Sydney,
Yes.
was Santa Claus good to you?
Santa Claus is always good to me.
I don't see why. You're not a good girl. What about you, Messer?
Yep, he was good.
Yeah. So this is, as I just said, this is our first show of 2025, and we are starting our Cookout NASCAR Clash countdown. I'm excited. And what I want to do is we want to show our modified guys. They're going to have the Modified Madhouse Classic on Saturday night, February the 1st. And I just, that's a big deal.
It is.
I mean, I wish if in a perfect world, I wish all of our guys, I wish you was racing in it. I wish AJ, our stadium stocks, our sportsman street stocks, I wish everybody was racing in it, but this is the hand that we were dealt, and this is the way it's going to be. So we're going to have tonight and next Tuesday, the 14th, and next Tuesday on the 21st, and on the 28th, we're going to be live at the Gathering Place, and we're going to talk about that just in a minute. As always, we're going to start here with a Bible verse. Tonight's Bible verse is out of Galatians 6:7. This is the New King James Version. Do not be deceived. God is not mocked. For whatever a man sows, that he will also reap. Reap what you sow. It's right there in the good book. It is in the good book. Also, I want to say a special thank you. Welcome aboard to JTA Softwash and Roof Cleaning, Affordable Septic, and Midway Dry Cleaners. That's got us some new sponsors so for 2025. Also, if you're looking to be a part of this show, we have sponsorship opportunities that are available. We can do a weekly, we can do a monthly, we can do a yearly. The yearly package is the way to go, but we have whatever you need to fit your budget. And Sydney, if you would please, let's go ahead and give all of our amazing sponsors a shout out. And as always, if you can't go to these businesses to monetize them, it doesn't cost you a dime to at least go follow and like and share their Facebook page.
Okay, we'd like to thank H&H Auto Repair, Valasta, Race for Kids, Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue, Precision Built Spindles, Realtor Renee Hackett, Affordable Septic, The Garage Shop, Choice Tire and Automotive, Frank Steaks in Long Island, New York, J&T Services, DL Outfitters, Midway Dry Cleaners, Cobble Speed Shop, LLC, JTA, Softwash and Roof Cleaning, Koger Plumbing, 5 Points Tire and Auto, Eva Ready Mixed Concrete, Heroes Patriot Water, Hall's Heating and Air, Robbins Sandblasting, Mule Skinner Truckin', Messer Media, Garage Doors of the Triad, MJ Printing and Graphics, Midway Music Hall and Event Center, Thunder Road Bar and Grill, Midway Mobile Storage, Make TV Great with Nate, Louis Custom Showers and Glass, Tea Time Sports Bar, Burke Street Pub, Captain's Retreat at Bear Creek, Speed 77, Squeaky Clean Express and Ceramic Coatings, Colfax Towing and Auto Repair, Velocity USA, and KevinSaysYes.com. I'm out of breath.
You wouldn't be a good announcer, huh? All right, we want to give some shout-outs real quick. Hello, Miss Gail. We appreciate you. And also, I'm going to go up here at the top and say hello to Justin Alverson. Happy New Year to you. He is JTA Softwash and Roof Cleaning. Welcome. Appreciate you, buddy, and thank you for being a part of Talking Circles with Chris Carter. Cliff Daniel and Blake Melvin. Hey to you, buddy. Miss Tanya. Stephen Pee Wee Lane Robertson Messer is joining us.
Carter. You forgot that one.
I cannot believe you skipped over Ronnie Clifton now.
Oh.
Well, I told him don't watch the show. I texted him I said, Mr. Ronnie, don't watch the show.
I'm surprised Messer doesn't have his on too.
Y'all see that beautiful Ronnie Clifton shirt? I said, don't watch the show. You're going to get mad. I got a new shirt. Now I don't want you getting mad or jealous. Anyway, Cliff Daniel, thank you for tuning in. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Much love to all of you. Appreciate each and every one of y'all. So, all right. On the first, on Saturday at Thunder Road Bar and Grill, Zeno Marshall is going to have a watch party for the modified race, and he's going to have a watch party on Sunday for the cup race. So, if for those of y'all that does not want to or has not got tickets or does not want to take a chance on the elements or the chance of 413 feet of snow, y'all go and check out Zeno Marshall's Thunder Road Bar and Grill. He's going to be having a watch party there. Also, okay, y'all remember my buddy Carson Gray, Carson Gillikin,
Yes.
but Carson Gray. Her professional stage name's Carson Gray. I mean, that is her middle name, but anyway, Carson Gray. So y'all listen to me. I need y'all to help me out here, okay? Carson Gray, go on Facebook. Y'all listening? Y'all pay attention.
Okay.
Sydney, you too. Messer, go to Carolina Artist Showdown, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all write it down. Y'all need y'all to do that. Pee Wee, I need you to do it. Justin Hall, go Panthers. I can't believe I'm saying that. Bryce Young, I told y'all. Anyway, I don't want to get off on that rabbit hole. Hey, Mr. Eric, appreciate you. Choice Tire and Automotive. Okay, Carolina Artist Showdown on Facebook, okay? Y'all go vote for Carson Gray because this is for the Carolina Country Music Awards. Or if Carson wins this, y'all, she will be the first female to win Entertainer of the Year for the CCMA, which is the Carolina Country Music Awards. So y'all, please, y'all do that for us. For me, especially, I talked to Carson today, and this is a big deal to her. And I'd love to see her win this. First female ever, Sydney. That'd be
That's
a big deal.
impressive, yeah.
So, and she can sing. Matter of fact, we'll be playing some of her songs before we go to our first commercial break before we have Danny Bohn on. But the voting ends on January the 18th.
Okay.
My birthday's the 19th, so that's my birthday eve. So everybody send me $1 for my birthday because I'm young and I need money. Also, on the 28th of January, the last Tuesday of the month, we will be live at the Gathering Place, which is adjacent to Zeno's place at Thunder Road Bar and Grill. All of y'all are invited. We're going to have Freddie Kraft's going to be on. If y'all don't know him, Freddie's a good guy. He's a big part. He is Door Bumper Clear, which is a part of Dale Jr.'s Dirty Mo Media. Him and actually Tommy Baldwin, Messer, is going to be Carson Elledge, who's been on here, Dale Jr.'s niece. It's going to be Freddie Kraft, Carson Elledge, and Tommy Baldwin. That should be a really good show. But, you know, Freddie, he can be controversial, but he just calls it like he sees it. That's just all there is to it. So I'm excited about that. So we're going to be live. Got some things in the works for Noah Gregson, Chase Briscoe. So we hope this is going to be a really big show. Going to have some of our local spotters on there. I ain't even told Ryan Putnam, but I know he'll be on there. I don't even have to ask. But I want all of our sponsors of this show. I want all y'all, the listeners. I want everybody to come out there and let's have a good time. So that's going to be, we'll start it at 7 o'clock on January the 28th at the Gathering Place. It's where we had our last live show at, actually. So
It's a good space.
Good space, yeah. Plenty of space. If you like to eat, there'll be plenty of food. If you like to drink, you'll have some, you can drink and whatever. So super excited about that. So once again, Carolina Artist Showdown on Facebook. Y'all do that. Y'all go vote for Carson Gray. Ladies, I know there's some women watching. Y'all go vote for Carson. She can be the first female to win Entertainer of the Year with the CCMA. So I want her to win that. And matter of fact, she might call in. Oh, yeah, I forgot. We're doing something different. Our Cam's Corner brought to you by Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue. We're going to have a chance for y'all to call in. You can talk about the Clash. You can talk about the upcoming season. You can talk about Sydney racing this year. You can talk about Messer. Whatever.
About what Santa Claus brought you for Christmas.
Yeah, whatever. We're gonna start doing this every show. I talked to Messer about it, and I know it's taking a chance, but for the most part, you know, remember that one time we got that? Oh, gosh,
yeah, just don't say inappropriate things, please.
Yeah, that's all I ask.
The hang up button will be hot.
Messer has got his finger on. But anyway, I want to hear from y'all. There's other people that want to hear from y'all. You know, we got people that watches this show from Canada. He was earlier on our test run. We did a couple test runs just to make sure everything was going to be good. But what do you think, Sydney?
I like it because I like answering questions.
We're going to have our Midway Dry Cleaners phone lines open tonight. We will have, when we start this segment, it's our Cam's Corner segment. I'd reached out to a couple of kids. Our Cam's Corner segment, brought to you by Williams Hot Dogs and Barbecue, usually features kids, as y'all know if you watch the show regularly. But I've reached out to a few, and they just couldn't quite make it for tonight. So with that being said, we're going to give y'all a chance to call in tonight. That'll be our last segment. That'll be after Riley Neal is going to be on. And then that's all I ask. You know, you be respectful. I mean, act like you deserve internet access. That's all I ask.
Yeah, I was about to say, don't let Christopher call you out.
I'd never. So this is our. They threw that cookout out there, Messer, and I'm having a.
And I ate Cookout Sunday.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
Did you eat with your mouth shut?
Yes.
Okay. Did you put a napkin over your thing? Messer come over the other day and we ate some Chinese. Of course, Messer didn't want any.
And how you gonna say we ate some Chinese?
We did. So, and Bryant, tell him what Bryant done, Messer.
Oh yeah, he put like 2 or 3 napkins.
Like like a bib?
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't a bib. It was more like a T-shirt that he put on.
He took some paper towels. Yeah, he took some paper towels and used them as a.
What was he eating that was so messy?
Chinese. Ching Tong Chow.
Chow mein, I think.
I ain't never ate something that I needed to put a whole napkin shirt on.
You're not Bryant Robertson. He looks like he's eating.
He doesn't chew with his mouth closed, is what you're saying.
Yeah, he does.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, but anyway, hold on. Let me see what Christian Thorpe's saying.
He said, where can we find the cookout cups at?
So there are no
cookout.
Right. So right now those cups are not available. They will be closer to the Clash.
Wait.
What?
I have got one of those cups before, but it wasn't obviously at.
It was probably the Coca-Cola 600 or something like that.
It was at the one close to Carteret, I think.
Oh. But yeah, they do special cups.
So there you go, Christian. Ted Mikulowski, thank you, sir, for the kind words. Appreciate you, buddy. So yeah, there you go. All right, once again, I want to reiterate, y'all, please do this for me. You need to go to Facebook, Carolina Artist Showdown, okay? Carolina Artist Showdown, vote for Carson Gray.
And it's CARSYN.
Yeah, you'll see her name. When you go there, you'll see it. Just go down there and vote for her. And then she could be the first female ever to win Entertainer of the Year for the Carolina Country Music Awards. Carson and her family, I got to be close to them. Carson is a very dear friend of mine. Her boyfriend, Tyler Smith, is like a brother to me. I love those people. I've always said how much I love the people at Carteret County Speedway and over there at New River All-American Speedway. So, look, there's Miss Marty Smith. What's up, sister? So anyway, that's appreciate all y'all for tuning in. But Steven says his Uncle Brian is the man. Let's see, make sure we ain't missing nobody. Rick Hunter, what's up, buddy? Carolina Warehouse, appreciate it. Hey, Jay Sewell, Hunter Brown. Donald Trump's watching. Oh, sorry. Donald Trump's watching. He is fixing to name it the Gulf of America. Also, oh yeah, I forgot. This Cookout NASCAR Clash Countdown is brought to you by H&H Auto. Got to be real serious just for a second, y'all. As we all know, on New Year's, everybody that knows Chris Carter, that knows that I am from Pascagoula, Mississippi, that's about an hour and 15 minutes from New Orleans. When I wake up on New Year's Day and I see the news that some idiot has plowed down the road and run over a bunch of people, the first thing I said is I was like, man, I just pray, Lord, please let it not be somebody I know. I have spent I can't tell you how many New Year's Eves I spent in New Orleans. I can't tell you how many Mardi Gras I spent in New Orleans. And sure enough, I got a phone call. I don't know. Well, I got a text about an hour and a half. I think about 10 o'clock from my friend Melissa Klingo, and her daughter she said that her daughter had texted her at 1:43 and said, Mom, we're headed to our room. And it was her and 6 of her friends. Allie, she's 20 years old. So anyway, y'all just remember them people in New Orleans, the families of them that was killed. I couldn't imagine. I have questions about that. It's really amazing. I mean, it's, the guy obviously cased the place out and all, but why 3 a.m.? Now, believe me, and 3 o'clock on Bourbon Street, New Orleans on New Year's Eve. There's a lot of people out as we've seen. But what he could have done at 11:45 or 12:30, right in that time, if he had been able to do that, but I don't know. But anyway, let's remember all those people. Bobby Meesmer Jr., thank you for tuning in. Love you, buddy. I need to get your son on here really soon too, man. It's a bad deal about that. What I said it again, I'll say it one more time. Let's remember the family and the people that was affected by what happened in New Orleans on New Year's Day. With all that being said, we're going to take our first commercial break, and then we're going to come back. This is her. This is Carson Gray. Check her out. You can see her on YouTube. But also, y'all go Carolina Artist Showdown on Facebook. Y'all vote for her Entertainer of the Year. She would be the first female. Carson Gray, y'all listen to her real quick. Choice Tire and Automotive is a full-service auto repair shop and your number one source for tires and wheels in Kernersville, North Carolina. They offer a variety of automotive services to keep your vehicle rolling on the road and off. Choice Tire and Automotive offers check engine light repair and diagnostics, oil changes, brake repairs, alignments, balancing, rotations, and general automotive repairs. They bring the best quality service possible in everything they do, and their team is committed to providing the best workmanship and customer experience possible. Choice Tire and Automotive's hours are Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. till 5 p.m. Give Choice Tire and Automotive a call at 336-992-9002 and let them take care of your tire and automotive service needs. Jimmy Brown of J&T Services buys junk, unwanted vehicles of all types. He removes scrap metal, specializes in trash removal and eviction cleanups, whether it's a bed or a table or even old washer and dryer. Jimmy Brown, you don't play around. Serving the Triad area since 2007, J&T Services is firefighter owned, and you can reach them at 336-341-1171, or you can go to J&T Services on Facebook.
You gotta do it like the.
Messer's like, we're on the air. Stop it, Chris.
What's that show? Jeopardy. Oh, yeah.
Chris is a Jeopardy girl now.
As you see, our producer Eric Besser, he has got these beautiful, amazing, lovely calendars. And if you'll notice right here, the month of January on the 19th, that's a great day. It's a great day. It's my birthday.
Hey, Bryant Robertson is on. He's an April model. Yeah,
I don't even know what to say about that. But anyway, we've got these. Well, Messer's got these at Turn and Burn Hobby and Raceway in the Midway Town Center. Also, you can pick some up at S&R Motor Company at Puddin' Swisher's Place. That is in Kernersville.
They'll be there tomorrow.
North Carolina. They'll be there tomorrow. Or just get in touch with me, Sydney, or Messer, and we can get you there. These calendars are $20 a piece. So y'all go ahead and get these. These are good to have right here. You like them? Thank you.
Sydney, by the way, that is your copy. Merry Christmas.
And we have a winner. Also, happy before we get on with Danny Bohn. You're going to circle my thing, aren't you?
I'm going to write your birthday.
Happy birthday to Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue. Thank you, Johnny Murdoch, for mentioning that. Also, happy birthday. 115 years in business. Can you imagine?
Man.
They've been with the show for a while now. Also, and I want to say, hey, Nate McGee.
They've been with the show for 115 years.
Yes. Make TV great with Nate. All right. Time to get serious. No, not really. We don't get serious when Danny Bohn's on, do we?
No. Last time he was driving down the road, or he was being a passenger princess.
I thought he was deer hunting.
No, he was with his girlfriend on the way to
Talladega, I think.
Yes.
He was, Danny Bohn.
How's it going?
Hey, man, you're not headed to Talladega this time, are you?
No, not this time.
I couldn't. Sydney reminded me.
I was actually driving last time.
Oh, I thought
Just
you
for
were
your
a
information.
passenger princess. Excuse me.
No. I'm actually one right now. I'm not gonna lie to you about that.
Who's driving?
Sitting in my buddy Brandon. I'm sitting in the passenger seat right now.
Is Brandon a good driver?
We made it here.
Well, I guess he is then. Good job, Brandon. Danny Bohn, how did you have a good Christmas, buddy?
I did. It was nice. It was a little bit of a break from the shop and got to see some family and friends, and yeah, it was a nice break. How about you?
Good. Yeah, I ate. I went over and hung out with Kel Gale. Believe it or not, and
There you go.
I was telling him earlier the stories that listened to Kel and Bubba Gale tell stories about back when Kel was 15 and stuff, and I guess that brain injury. There's so much I forgot that we've done, and I laughed. I peed on myself twice. I mean, it was a good time, I tell you. Danny, you were a modified track champion at Bowman Gray Stadium, of course, back in 2014, driving for Puddin' Swisher in that number 53 car, man. And when everything was said, and we're doing our Cookout Clash at Bowman Gray, and you're going to be competing in the modified Madhouse Classic. What as you as a former champion there and someone that wins a lot, anytime you're there, you're a threat to win a race. What's it mean to someone like yourself, Danny, as a former champion, just to be able to? I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, Danny, that this is going to be. Of course, we're going to have our regulars that's there, but I really think that we're going to have people there that's always wanted to go to Bowman Gray but never been. What does this mean for someone like yourself to have a race like this to be able to compete in?
No, I think it's cool. Like you said, it's going to bring a different fan base, with the Cup cars being there. But it'll put the spotlight on what we do every week, and I think it's really good for short track racing. When they brought the thing out to the Coliseum, I always thought, well, why don't we do it at Bowman Gray with it being, so close for the teams? Obviously, we're going to hope that the weather is nice, but yeah, I mean, it's already sold out for Sunday. I'm assuming it's most likely going to be sold out for Saturday. So you're going to be in front of different people, and then even team wise, like you're going to be in front of people that work on Cup cars and sponsors and stuff like that. So it brings a good light to the short track people like us, and kind of shines on what we do every week.
Real quick, I got to give a shout out real quick, Danny. It's Jeremy Mayfield's wife, Miss Shanna's watching. Just tuned in. I hope you're doing good. Good to hear from you. And boy, old Mayfield, boy, he's been making a little noise here lately. But thank you for tuning in, Miss Shanna, and also our pace car driver Jimmy Absher just tuned in. So, Danny, hey, you've seen the upgrades. I think that's what you can call them. Best word in my opinion. The upgrade. I got a question for you. Have the getting off the track right there, going down the back stretch into 3. What's your opinion on that as a driver?
I think it's definitely going to be a different. We're going to have to do things differently. Obviously, I know. I haven't been up there and looked at it. I've seen pictures. Obviously, everybody's been posting them on Facebook. I am a fan of the catch fence. I've always said from day one that at some point something's going to fly in the grandstands there. I almost made it in the grandstands there a couple of years ago, but I feel like that's a huge, huge improvement safety-wise for the fans. Without fans, we don't get the race. So keeping them safe is important. I think that's a really good upgrade. As far as the entry to pits, like we're gonna have to do something different. During practice, like we'll roll off a 2, raise our hand, roll in the pit. I don't think you can make that corner without using the whole racetrack. So when you're practicing, you want to come in and make a change, or you want to come in just because you don't want to wear your car out anymore. I don't know if getting off the racetrack is going to be an option anymore. So obviously we're going to have to kind of just see how it plays out. But I think safety-wise, it's another improvement. How many times have we seen, and I've done it, how many times have people barreled into that big concrete block with, the big tractor tires around it, and it takes an hour to clean up. So hopefully it'll eliminate that, and then from the safety standpoint, like when I hit that thing, it was like hitting a brick wall. So all good stuff, but we're going to have to obviously address some changes and kind of just work with what we got.
Yeah, I put up a picture, kind of what he's talking about. I set my drone up today and got some shots of what he's talking about.
I do get it.
Yeah. And you know what, Danny? It's the same for everybody, and they'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I agree.
You have no choice. You don't have a choice. Riley, Slate, Bert, everybody that's involved, Tim, Chris. Not everybody. It's the same for everybody, and I know that. Here's my thing. Y'all are race car drivers. Every one of y'all's been doing this since Vietnam, and it's y'all will learn to do it and adjust. There's no doubt in my mind. It's just, are you going to have enough time with the way the practice sessions are? I guess that's a question I have for you. Is you reckon that's enough time? And it's going to have to be, I guess, huh?
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of all in the same boat. I'm assuming, I haven't heard, but I'm assuming the safer bearers will be there for the whole year.
Yes,
right?
yes.
We're not going to take them down.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, on the weekly side, we're gonna have to figure out how we can get in and out of the pits to make adjustments. But yeah, as far as the Clash, I mean, I think there's some people that are going to go test at Ace. I've never really preseason tested. I usually just show up with the same stuff, and it generally works. So, yeah, I mean, I'm good with whatever the layout is. I'm good with it. If they tell us to show, like, I've kind of done some things different, with my career and just the timing of my career. Like, I always thought it'd be crazy to never not go practice and not go qualify. But for most of my truck career, I've showed up at tracks that I've never raced at in my life and never seen otherwise of on iRacing. And my first lap around there was green flag. So I'm kind of accustomed just to whatever it is, you make the best of it. So I'm okay with it, whatever format they lay out for us. I think it's 50 minutes. I think we get for practice, so that should be plenty of time to get things dialed in. I'm happy because generally we run better in the early season than we do, during the summertime for whatever reason. I don't know if the track changes in the summer or what, but usually in April when we run the 200, we're always in contention to win that race. So I'm hoping for the same result. With this 125, I was kind of happy there that I checked every distance race off at Bowman Gray off my bucket list to win, and that now they've added a 125. So I'm not going to be happy unless I win this one.
What would it mean to you, man? I mean, and like I said it earlier, as an announcer there, when you're racing, you will hear Chris Carter say, that guy, Danny Bohn, he's a threat. I don't care where he starts. He will be a threat. You will hear me say his name there at the end of this race. I don't care if it's a 25 or the 200 or whatever. And like you just said, you've won all the big races. What would it mean to you and your dad and your team if you happen to win this race? Which, once again, I think you're definitely going to be talked about as a threat to win the race.
No, it would definitely be awesome. And then, in front of the different fan base and stuff, it'd be huge. We're going there. My car owner called me last week and said, hey, like whatever we need, I want to win that race. So that's everybody's goal and mentality going into that race. So obviously, there's other people that'll be good there as well and that we're going to have to race against. And, most importantly, I hope that we put a really good show on for the fans. It's not often that, they come to a local race, or a Saturday night racetrack and allow us to run in front of that fan base. So, I think most importantly, I think there's the 20 of us that are running, or 21 or whatever, 25, however many they add in there. I hope that we're able to put a really good show on. I know that most of the long distance races typically are good shows. So, if everybody can kind of keep their head on and run smart, I feel like there'll be enough people over there to put a really good show on, and then lay a good baseline to see what they can do with the Cup cars.
I don't think, I'm telling you, whether they're there watching it or they're at their house watching it, I feel like every Cup driver is going to be paying attention to the modified race on Saturday night. There's no doubt in my mind. To me, if I was a driver, I'd be like, oh, Chase Elliott's watching me. Kyle Larson, get you some of this. You know? Does that?
Yeah, I'd assume that most of them will be there trying to see how things are done there. But some of them have run there.
Yeah, absolutely they have. Yes. I think it's just I'm excited for everybody involved. I'm excited for our fans, you know. And of course, you know, I always say half of them when I read the idiotic comments, it's those people that just doesn't even deserve internet access, or they just a few fries short of a Happy Meal. Call it how you will, but you know, and you know what I've noticed is half the people that has something to say about this race or our racetrack, or well, they ain't never put a breakfast barrier up, and them cup cars are gonna go slower while they doing, you know. Then you look at, I like to see how dumb people are that says this stuff. And I go straight to their profile, Danny. And then I see they're in freaking Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, or over in Seattle somewhere. And they don't even know where North Carolina is, much less Winston-Salem.
Yeah. No, you're not. You're never going to keep everybody happy. And I think, you know, for Bowman Gray being the longest NASCAR track there is, you know, that whether it's good, bad, or ugly, it's always a racetrack that's talked about. And then, you know, if you're going to put the Clash on a layout like Bowman Gray, like they've done in the years past, like why not go to Bowman Gray? It's in the backyard of all the race teams. You know, and honestly, like Bowman Gray is a stepping stone for what NASCAR is today. So I think it's a home run for everybody involved. But again, you're not going to keep everybody happy, but from the safety side, like I get all of it. Like turn 3 entry in the pits was always bad. Like multiple people destroyed race cars there and got hurt there. And then the catch fence, like that's been something that I've thought about. I've had drinks thrown on me, so clearly if they can throw drinks on me, something from my car can hit them. So I've thought that from day one racing there that it's wild that there's really no catch fence there. So I applaud them for everything they've done there. And at the end of the day, it's going to be the same for everybody, and we're going to figure it out. And we're probably going to put on a hell of a show for the fans.
Before I let you go, this is just how. Listen, those same. All right, so you know, well, why are they putting that catch fence up? They shouldn't put that catch fence up. But let's pretend like that catch fence, and Bowman Gray, this racetrack has been blessed that nobody has had anything to fly up or anything has never happened, okay? But if something was to happen, then how stupid would Bowman Gray be for not having something up?
Oh, they would be blasting.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're not going to win, but like there was that, I don't know, 3 years ago maybe, I was over the fence between the grandstands and the track with my whole race car. And luckily, like it was kind of funny. I was trying not to, you know, get involved with any conversations with fans, but I was standing there looking at my car and I'm like, the guy kept yelling my name. And finally I turned around and I was like, hey, your shock's down there. I'm like, what? So I looked at my right front. My shock and spring was gone. It was like 50 or 60 yards in the grass down the racetrack. I'm like, that's probably 10 to 12 pounds, I have to say, with a spring on it. And if that would have, I mean, it went far enough in the grass that if it went up in the stands, it would have hurt somebody. So a catch fence would catch that. So I think it's all good stuff.
Yep. Yep.
But again, if you try to keep everybody happy, good luck, because you're not gonna.
Well, Danny, I've said it many times on this show, and I'll say it again. I could stand at Pitgate at Bowman Gray Stadium, and I could hand out $100 bills, but the 8th one through is going to moan, cry, and whine because theirs ain't in 20s. So there you go.
Yeah.
It's just that simple.
You're right.
So what's Brandon doing now?
He's sitting there playing on his phone. We're gonna go and grab some dinner. Like, Teresa's with us, and Brandon's wife's with me, so we're just hanging out in the parking lot. We had prior plans, and I love getting on your show, so I wasn't going to turn you down. But
well, I appreciate that. I do. That means a lot.
We'll get both things done tonight. So
there you go. Well, I'm gonna let
Teresa did not kill anything bigger deer than me this year, so.
Wait, what?
You can't. She didn't kill a bigger deer than me this year because she didn't kill a deer. So
you tell her that I am very disappointed.
What I did kill though.
She did kill a bear. So I didn't get a bear this year. She got a bear. That's what she was after. So, I got the deer covered for this year.
Danny Bohn, you better hope she never gets pissed off at you. You're a goner, bud. You're done.
Yeah. So
All right, Danny, you've got Danny, you've got 30 seconds to start running. Pow!
Yeah, I don't even know if she'd give me that much.
Well, look, y'all have a good time. Teresa, I hope you're doing well. Good to hear from you as well. Then, Brandon, tell Brandon to eat with his mouth shut, wear a seatbelt, and I appreciate you, Danny, and I'll see you here in about 3 weeks, my friend.
Sounds good, man. I appreciate you. Thanks for having me on your show again.
All right, buddy. See ya.
We'll talk to you. Bye.
It's a good dude.
Yes.
And he is a threat to win.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, that's all there is to it, huh, Messer?
That's right.
All right.
All right.
So, hold on. I got on a Ronnie Clifton shirt. All right. Melissa Reed, hello there. Pee-wee, I done said hey to you. Ryan Gibson, Justin Hole. We're getting blasted with stuff. Justin, I used to make fun of him. Justin is one of those wannabe meteorologists. That's what I used to call him.
He's a Facebookerologist.
But he gets it right. So now when Justin's, I got respect for him.
So now you like read everything because you trust it all.
You ever seen those people on TikTok and they've got this screen set up like we got right here? And if you look right here, they got this low pressure and this high pressure system. They're going to come together and it's going to snow. But anyway, that's Justin said we're getting blasted with snow Friday, so y'all better take it. My announce partner, my buddy, my good friend, I love him with all my heart, Randy Puglia, Miss Lisa Call, hey to you. Rick Snow, my old buddy, my old H&H buddy. Also, hey, y'all, the Peanut Gallery was on earlier.
Yeah, I saw him.
I seen that. He said he made it.
Daniel said he made it out because he'll come by the car lot, come through the bank. And I said, why don't you watch the show again? Because the Cookout Clash Countdown is brought to you by H&H Auto. Y'all don't go nowhere. We're going to be right back. We're going to have Mr. Slate Myers with us.
If you love someone, it ain't me, baby.
That's a good voice.
Tell them who it is, Master.
Playing out here to Fox and Bede, if you love someone.
Local guys.
Your problem is it something to do with me? How I drain the smoke, I get too tore up for your folks.
Ever Ready Mix Concrete has been in business for 40 years and they can handle any and all of your concrete needs, whether big or small. They can do it all. Located at 2000 Old Highway 421 East in Yadkinville, North Carolina. Ever Ready Mix Concrete, they're family owned and operated, and for a free quote, give David Adams a call at 336-961-6688. At H&H Auto Repair, no job is too big or too small. Family owned and operated for over 20 years, they can do it all. From oil changes to engine swaps to North Carolina inspections, H&H Auto Repair is your one-stop auto shop. Located at 3088 Kernersville Road in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, right next to Tickle Pink Convenience Store. Stop by and see Daniel and Philip Harrison and tell them OCC sent you. That's H&H Auto Repair, 3088 Kernersville Road in Winston-Salem. Fox and Veed, local band out of this area. Very good. Like you said, Sydney, that dude he's got a voice. He can
that was
sing.
good. I'd sound like that too if you let me. Why are you laughing? Messer?
Oh, man.
Pee-wee says that Danny Bohn will get the win Saturday night and Tim Brown too. Pee-wee, how is two drivers going to win in the same race, son? You act just like Chase Robertson.
I think he's saying Tim Brown's going to win on Sunday.
Well, we just
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Pee Wee.
Oh, he's just like his brother Chase.
Yeah, he acts just like Chase Robinson.
We got confused for a minute too. It's okay.
It's yeah. But anyway, we got our little buddy. He's been on the show several times as well. His name is Slate Myers. Slate,
Y'all got me?
we got you. You got us?
Yes, sir. What's up, y'all?
Slate, how you been, brother?
I've been good. Been good. Same old, same old.
Yeah, that's good. Slate Myers. Sydney, tell Slate hey.
Hello, Slate.
How you doing?
Good. Was Santa Claus good to you?
Yes, he was. I didn't get much coal this year, but
Oh, he gave it all to Chris.
yeah.
I don't deserve coal.
Okay.
Slate, you're racing February 1st in the modified Madhouse Classic at Bowman Gray Stadium. You're a fourth generation racer. Your dad's 11-time champion there. Your uncle Jason has numerous wins there. Your grandfather, we could just sit and talk about that for days. But what does this mean to Slate Myers? You're young and you're getting to be this could be one of the biggest races at Bowman Gray Stadium you'll ever be in. What's it mean to you, buddy?
Yeah, it's just crazy. Seeing all the pictures of them remodeling the track, it's really turned into something cool. It's really going to be life-changing, I think. No matter the outcome, it's still going to be a pretty cool experience for me and my family. With all the big names there, fan base is going to be different than your every week weekend people. You have a lot of people that's never been there. They're going to get a taste of the modifieds at Bowman Gray, so that ought to be good. It'll definitely be a good show. I hope Dad don't stink it up too bad for him.
Speaking of, do you get to go to Daytona with him this weekend?
Yeah, I just got finished packing actually before I got on here. We're going to leave tomorrow after I get out of school. I get to skip school Thursday and Friday.
Uh-oh.
I think we're coming home Saturday. So.
And you're out of school Monday and Tuesday.
Skip school for the racetrack.
That's going to be a fun experience for all of y'all. Just to Bert be able to say that he got in an ARCA car and gets to go around Daytona flat-footed. Just go and get it. I want you to look for a guy there. His name's going to be Dustin Smith. I want you to introduce yourself to him. He'll be doing like your dad. He's from Mobile. Go and say hey to him if you would, please. I'm pretty proud of him as well. Right. I've used to watch Dustin on go-karts, and he's going to be a part of that. So we're all excited, of all of us here at Talking Circles with Chris Carter. I texted your dad today and told him I'm happy for him, and this is a big deal. I'm glad you get to go. And you never know what you can pick up and learn and who you get to talk to when you get to mingle with those kind of people, Slate.
Oh, yeah.
So everything, I know you've been to the track like everybody else 17 times. What do you think about everything that's been done so far?
Yeah, they're really making it look like a NASCAR track. I'm really excited about the lighting. I hope they make the lighting there pretty good. I hope they make it as light as Wilkesboro, because I know North Wilkesboro without lighting, it's just real cool for a night race. But yeah, it ought to be good. I've been there one time, but I ain't been on the track. We saw it from outside the gates. We just drove by, me and Dad, one day. But yeah, it should be pretty cool. I'm excited.
I'm hoping that me or Randy Pulliam has the light switch. Turn the lights off, Randy. Turn the lights off. Y'all turn on them flashlights while y'all are racing. I'm just kidding. It is going to be pretty neat, though, the way they make them lights do and go. And that's the same thing they got at Martinsville and what have you. So Slater, you going to have the same paint scheme? Messer's got a picture of your car from last year. You're going to have the same paint scheme, the number 6, of course. Is it going to look the same, or can we expect to see a different wrap?
No, you're going to see the same one. We figured we ought to keep the same bumpers on there. They're a little dented up, but that's fine, because, these drivers are going to do some crazy stuff out there in front of that big crowd. So we didn't want to come out with a nice brand new car, new panels, new bumpers and everything. So I don't know. We'll see what she's got for us. We got the same paint scheme. Can't thank Ben Gable enough for giving me the opportunity to drive his race car. That thing's bad fast. Maybe we can show something.
So I'm going to ask you, and basically, I'm asking all three of y'all. Riley Neal's going to be on after you. I know you've seen it, and I think it makes a difference if you've seen it in person or on pictures. Messer has got a picture of that he took from the top with his drone today. And what's your input or your thoughts right now before getting there getting off the track?
I don't know how I feel about it yet. I don't know. It could be really good for us or really bad for us, but I'm sure. They can't do anything now, so we just got to adjust to it. And as race car drivers, we're good at adjusting to things. So I think it ought to be pretty good. But you never know.
It's like you said, everybody's got it. You're going to have 50 minutes, Messer, or something like that, 50 minutes of practice to learn it.
50 minutes.
Something, you know what? Something like this. With your dad, I wonder, Slate, follow me and watch me. Does your dad or maybe even Jason, is this something that they might kind of say, Slate, let us check it out, and then we'll let you know what's the best way to approach this, or is this just something you go out there and you tackle on your own?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's going to be that bad. I figured if there's a slow car on the bottom that's wrecked, I'm sure that they're going to have to throw a caution for them to get in the pits. But the one thing I have been thinking about is starting parks, what they're going to do weekly, because I know some people you can run 1 to 5 laps in a starting park. I don't know how that's going to be them trying to get off the track. It's not going to be as easy as it used to be. Hopefully the front of the field don't catch them too quick. But I guess we'll see.
Yeah, it's one of those, don't know till you got to try to like it.
About to say, I'll just pull in the grass and just sit there until they do something. Excuse me, pardon me.
Slate, Sydney's going to put out her hand like the old days in a hand signal before she crosses the track.
All right.
No, I know what it is. Steven Sanders is going to put blinkers on Sydney's race car so she can get off.
Hey, that's a good idea.
Slate, how cool is it to know that, like I said to Danny Bohn earlier, to know that just as sure as the Pope's Catholic, that Kyle Larson, Chase Elliott, Ricky Stenhouse, Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney, Bubba Wallace, Ty Gibbs, they're all going to be watching y'all race. I know it's a different animal. The weight's different. The cars are different, blah, 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 blah. But they're going to be watching y'all. There's no doubt about it. Does that kind of cool to you as a driver?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's crazy to think about them watching us, but you'd be surprised when me and Dad go to tracks like North Wilkesboro, Martinsville, Bristol, those tracks where we kind of mingle around before the race. When we go and talk to these drivers, they always talk to me and Dad about how the weekend went and how they watch us on Flow Racing and stuff. I got a pretty good connection with Noah Gragson. We've talked about it before, so it ought to be pretty cool. I'm excited.
Noah, working on Noah being on the show. That's I love that guy. Him and Bubba Pollard's become very good friends, and TJ, which is the number one crazy fan of Bubba Pollard. Everybody knows TJ, Action Jackson. Him and Noah's become very good friends. I'm working on hopefully getting Noah on the show, and I've gotten to know him a little bit just from going to the race. Actually, when Bubba Pollard last year, I believe it was in April, raced at Richmond, Noah's team, their box was right next to us, and I'm sitting up there on the pit box, and I'm like, Noah, what are you up to? I'm just going to hang out. And I'm like, dude, your people's right there. He said, the hell with him. I'm over here to watch Bubba Pollard. And he stayed the whole time. But man, that guy is something else. It was, what's his girlfriend's name? Reagan?
I don't know.
She got her arm signed by Bubba Pollard at the last race at Martinsville. I don't know why that made me laugh so hard, but yeah, Noah's good people. That's I'm excited for you, Slate. I'm excited for all the drivers in our modified division that's going to get to be a part of this. What's your thoughts on Bobby Labonte joining y'all?
It ought to be pretty good. Bobby's a real good guy. I respect him and what he's done, and what he's still doing at his age. I mean, he's still in his prime, kind of like my dad. He always says he's still in his prime. But yeah, he ought to be pretty good. He's raced at Bowman Gray before.
Mm-hmm.
Back when they had the wheeling shows, like on the Friday night and then the Saturday night shows.
Mm-hmm.
But he's raced there before, so he had some experience there for sure. But I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm excited for you, buddy. I think this is going to be a big deal. I think we can all kind of sit back, and when you see the commercials and you see the news covering it, and then you hear about hotels. I've seen yesterday on the news that the camping spots, there's a lot of camping spots that's already been reserved at the fairgrounds.
Yeah.
Everybody's worried about parking logistics. All that's been figured out. There's going to be a shuttle. There's going to be watch parties at places. At Zeno's going to have a big watch party. I think that after it's all said and done and everybody soaks it in, or once you get there, it's going to be like, wow, this is cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's going to be everybody's. It's the spotlight's on our track. Period. End of story. And if people think about it, when they were doing the Clash at the LA Coliseum, that's all we heard about is, oh, y'all are copying Bowman Gray. But that's why they done it. They had that Bowman Gray mentality to put on the last year's race at the Coliseum. And Slate, I watched that Cup race this week already 3 different times. And so I'd recommend some of y'all that didn't watch it or don't remember it, go watch that race last year, the Clash at the Coliseum. They're beating, they're banging, and it's some good, dadgum good racing. And I expect the same out of the Cup cars and out of y'all. I just think that it's going to be very, very awesome that you, Riley, you younger drivers, this is something you're never, ever going to forget, my friend.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's going to be a once-in-a-lifetime type of thing. But, I mean, it's Bowman Gray. You know as well as I do. I mean, anything's bound to happen. So we'll just keep all the glory to God and keep us safe. We'll see what happens.
That's the good part. It's Bowman Gray, and anything's liable to happen.
That's right.
That's I think the people are expecting y'all to go across the field and hit each other,
like naked, get out the car and like run around naked, like the way people act.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. I'm like, what are y'all like? I don't know.
Yeah. But anyway, it's
I'm just ready for them to finally see that it's actual race.
That our guys put on a good show.
Yes, for sure.
They do have good racing. Hey, guess who's watching on Facebook who just tuned in? Kim and Bert Myers. I wonder if that's your dad or your mom or both. Do you think they hold the phone together? Hey, Kim, look at our son.
Both of them on the couch together.
Oh, yeah?
Hey, Kim, look at our son.
Or do you think they're holding hands right now?
Slate's like, I don't know. I don't really care.
Oh.
I went and got out in my truck. I turned on the warm. I'm out here in the warm truck.
Y'all should have done this as a family, and you should have done it beside your dad.
Or he could have sat in the middle.
And if you'd have done it with your dad, it'd been an hour show with you.
I don't know. He sure can talk his head off, so it'll probably be more than an hour.
Bless.
I love having him on the show. Yeah, he's a very smart man, very good race car driver, and I know he's excited. I'm excited once again. I'm going to say this again. I'm excited for Bert and y'all, your whole family. Y'all going to be going to Daytona. You get to miss a couple of days of school. That's pretty awesome, and I want y'all to enjoy that experience. I want your dad to enjoy it. I want him to turn some heads, and that's another thing that that boy drives around a football field. He ain't gonna do good here, and then he turns around and says, "Y'all watch this. Hold my beer."
But the real question is, did he get his button sewed back on his jacket or his pants at the banquet? Remember that?
I don't know.
Messer, do you remember?
Yeah, didn't it fall in the bathroom or something?
And
I think it was his
pulled
pants.
It out of his pocket. It wasn't his jacket or his pants.
That name Bert Myers, I tell you what.
Bless.
All right. Well, hopefully he's watching and smiling. But anyway, like I said, man, I'm happy for you, Slate. As always, you know you have a spot here on this show, man. I appreciate you coming on. And y'all, you have fun down there at Daytona. And I'll see you here in just a few weeks, my friend. Don't forget, on the 28th of this month, we're going to have a live show at the Gathering Place. And I want all y'all, we're going to have a big blowout. It's going to be our last Cookout NASCAR Clash at Bowman Gray, brought to you by H&H Auto Repair. And we're going to have a big blowout, and I want all y'all to come to that as well.
All right. 10-4 on that.
All right, buddy. Y'all have fun. Be safe this weekend, and thank you for being on.
All right. I appreciate it, Chris. We'll see y'all later.
All right, buddy. Bye.
See you. Bye.
Somebody is going to say, that girl on Chris Carter's show said they're going to be running around naked at the Clash.
I know that, but that's what people think that we do. Like, we just get out the car and just start, like, sumo wrestling or something on the track. The way that people talk.
They do.
I know. So I'm glad that they're going to finally come see that it's actual racing. Like, it's not just made up.
Sydney, they do sumo wrestle. I mean, we have some pretty good entertaining stuff there.
Well, mainly it's the fans in the stands that are sumo wrestling.
Let's read some comments.
Okay.
Don't forget, y'all get to call in tonight.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I wonder if you think Bert will call in?
I'm ready for my questions, my Q&A.
All right, there's
there's
Billy. Hold on, there's somebody from Mobile, Alabama, in my neck of the woods. Billy Elmore Jr.
He's from Alabama. That's what he said, Alabama.
Billy Elmore. It says William, but it's Billy Elmore. Hey, buddy, hope you're well.
Yeah, I saw Cliff Daniel on here. He asking if they're going to leave the infield grass open or put a temporary wall up. They're leaving the infield open.
All right, so this goes back, Cliff, to what Ben Kennedy. I'm telling you, Ben Kennedy is great. Okay, he ain't watching this show, so I ain't trying to get no brownie points. But Ben Kennedy has been so adamant, and he told us in the booth the last time he was at the stadium, he is really trying to keep this as Bowman Grayish as possible. And I really think that if he wasn't Sydney, we would have about 30,000 people, stands on top of stands, bleachers brought in, and that takes away from what we do and we're a part of every Saturday night at the stadium. But Cliff, that is going to be part of it. I expect to see, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see Denny Hamlin cut across the infield or something. Wouldn't that be neat if Denny said, man, screw you, Kyle Busch. I love Kyle Busch. I'm just saying.
And then they're in his ear, get off the grass. You know, we got football practice tonight. You know what I mean?
All right. We are going to take a commercial break. I love y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Once again, we
got Riley next, right?
Riley Neal's coming up next. We're going to have our Midway Dry Cleaners phone lines open after Riley Neal for all y'all. Have any questions, y'all save them. I'm going to let Sydney, this is going to be her. She is going to be the host of this. I'm going to let her deal with all of y'all. Remember to be nice, okay? Let's refrain from foul language or anything like that. But this will be your opportunity to call us tonight. Tell us what you think about what we got going on at Bowman Gray Stadium. Y'all don't go nowhere. We're going to have a word from our sponsor, Pay Some Bills. We'll be right back with Riley Neal.
It's not that I'm tired of this simplistic faith. It's not that I failed at the lifetime I create.
Hey everybody, it's Chris Carter, host of Talking Circles with Chris Carter and an announcer here at the historic Bowman Gray Stadium. And I want to just take 1 second, if I could please, to tell you all about Valasta. I've discovered Valasta. I'm now day 18 of taking this amazing product. I had Sam Shepard on my podcast 3 weeks ago. And once again, I've had arthritis of my spine and my knees, and I've been able to get around. It's made such a difference in my life. I had these things on my elbow that are basically gone away now. So go to Valasta.net, check this amazing product. I promise you'll thank me. Valasta.net, Valasta Racing. Y'all go check them out. It has made such a difference in my life. I'm telling you, my way of living has changed drastically in only 17 days. Check them out, Valasta.net. Since 2006, 5 Points Tire and Auto works hard to earn your trust and loyalty. They know how important it is to find a Winston-Salem car service you can rely on, so your satisfaction is their top priority each and every day. Their professional automotive service offers you years of combined expertise from their well-trained technicians. They treat their auto repair professionals well because they value their skill and can-do attitude. They know their team sets them apart, saving you, the customer, time and money, not to mention worry. When it comes to auto repair in Winston-Salem, 5 Points Tire and Auto is totally confident they are the best option in town. They're located at 3075 Kernersville Road in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and their hours are Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Hey, my name is Gavin Robbins. Welcome to Robbins Sandblasting.
Hey, I'm Michael Robbins. I'm a third-generation sandblaster. Alongside of my parents, Eddie and Shirley Robbins, we are Robbins Sandblasting. In December of 1954, my grandpa, Buddy Robbins, started Robbins Sandblasting. Over the past 65 years, there have been many of cars driven in this driveway. Some have come and gone, others have become friends, but many have become family. With the fourth generation standing here, it's our job to teach them how the rust meets the dust. So from our family to yours, thank you for 65 years.
That's Adam Hill. He's from over there in Carteret County. Man, this guy can play a guitar like nobody I've ever seen in my life. He is professional, but man, he is so good. Hey, Carrington, thank you for tuning in. She said hey to you too, Sydney.
Hey, Carrington.
She's going to be a race car driver one day. I really believe that. Mm-hmm. She's a good girl.
Yes.
Love that girl. She's a good kid. All right. Well, hey, Lisa Call, and what's up, Roll Tide? Oh, Billy Elmore, Roll Tide. God, that's so embarrassing. They got beat by Michigan.
I know what happened there. Wasn't it like real close, and then they just Michigan?
No, they're right off the bat. They fumbled. It was pathetic. And the coach, Kalen DeBoer, don't have that. You know, Alabama was playing for the national championship. Jalen Hurts, who is now the quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles, was the quarterback. They was playing Georgia, the national championship. And Jalen Hurts was stinking up the game, just like Jalen Milroe was doing against Michigan.
Uh-huh.
So instead of Kalen DeBoer, our coach now, having some kahunas and saying, boy, sit down and putting Ty Simpson in, he just lets Milroe continue to be an idiot that he can be sometimes. And we lost the game.
Well, tell us how you really feel.
Nick Saban pulled Jalen Hurts and puts in Tua Tagovailoa, and guess what happens?
A Tagovailoa.
Another national championship by the University of Alabama. So anyway, hopefully that'll get fixed. I think Ohio State, for any of you football fans out there, I believe Ohio State is going to be the national champions in college football this year.
Is that who you're pulling for?
No.
Oh.
If I had to pull for somebody, I've kind of like Penn State, but I like Notre Dame. There's a lot of history. It's like the old days. Texas is the only SEC team left, and the Sarkisian, the coach of Texas, was the offensive coordinator for Alabama when they won a national championship. I like him, Steve Sarkisian, the coach of Texas. I wish Texas could win it, but Ohio State's going to beat them like 41-13. So there's that. All right, let's talk to Riley Neal. Riley Neal, what's going on, buddy?
What's up?
What's Louie doing?
in the cage.
What? You cage an animal,
Yeah.
Riley?
Yeah, because he's psycho.
Don't talk about him like that.
Louie is a cool dog. I love Louie. I can't believe you had to let everybody know that he is a caged animal right now. Bless his heart. Go let him out, Riley.
Well, he'll be out in about 4 minutes when we get home.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Good to hear.
If he could get his act together like our other dog, he could stay out when we leave. But
Oh, Louie acts a little crazy when y'all leave then. Is that what I'm gathering from this?
you're exactly right.
Dadgummit, Louie. I'm gonna have a talk with
He
him.
probably like chews on the furniture or something.
What does he do, Riley, when y'all leave?
He pees on
Oh, he's just marking his territory.
No, not if he's caged, he
He's
ain't.
marked it up.
Well, Riley, I'm basically repeating of what I've talked to with Danny Bohn and Slate, and you're the defending rookie of the year in our modified division, and you're going to be a part of this modified Madhouse Classic race with our modifieds. 125 laps. How you like that? All green flag laps too, man. That's pretty cool, huh?
I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to really set aside some people who won't stay in the seat, and it's going to really show who's there mentally and physically, mainly mentally. That place will mentally drain you in a race faster than it will physically. So, like I say, I mean, you have to go into this race more mentally prepared than anything, with it being 125 green.
Your family, your dad's a former track champion there as well, and what would this mean to you and your mom, Lori, and your dad, Kevin, and to just even Tommy? What would this mean to y'all for you to win this thing, man? To get your first win at Bowman Gray Modified, to win the Modified Madhouse Classic that is a part of the Cookout NASCAR Clash.
I mean, it would definitely mean a lot. It would be really cool being the stage that it's on and everything, and the people that'll be there and get to hear my name and it be my first one over there. But like I say, I mean, I think we've got just as good of a shot to win it as anybody. We've put a lot of time into this race car over the winter, and like I say, I mean, we ran well last year, but a lot of people don't realize that last year we started at ground zero with this modified, and we got ourselves about, I would say, 7/8 of the way there at the end of the year, and now we get to start there and progress forward from where we left with, and I think that's going to be really good for us, and we're going to surprise a lot of people, I think.
Look, there's more of the peanut gallery watching, y'all. We've had Worm and we had Daniel. Now we got Phillip. The peanut gallery is almost coming back together. Maybe that's because this is the Cookout NASCAR Clash Countdown brought to you by H&H Auto Repair. So maybe that's the only reason they're watching. Riley was talking about being mentally prepared. Excuse me, being mentally prepared. Do you go into this race, this modified race, and I've done said it earlier, and I'm going to say it to you again as well, when you have Kyle Larson's watching, Ryan Blaney's watching, all these drivers that is going to be, and they're going to be watching, you know it like I know it. And I actually expect some of them to actually be there. They will be there to watch this. Does that make your mindset any different, or do you approach this just like any other race? When I put this helmet on, it's time to take care of business.
I've never really approached any race that I've run any differently because somebody's there or I'm racing against somebody. It really doesn't change my mindset or how I look at things, because no matter what, I'm going to be me and I'm going to race the exact same way, no matter who's there or who I'm racing against.
I'm going to switch gears real quick. I want to talk about you being involved with Mr. Queen there with what y'all did for these kids at Christmas time. How did that go, buddy? And tell us about it. Isn't it, if I'm not mistaken, it's Mike Queen, isn't it an orphanage?
So this Christmas we did things a little bit different than we have the last Christmases in the past. This year, we actually adopted a family and helped out the Krotz family a lot after Brandon went through everything that he went through this summer.
Yep.
And we took care of them, and a lot of people pitched in and helped and got them a really good Christmas together for all of his boys and them. And And like I say, I just couldn't. And we did the orphanage too, but it wasn't as big as it has been in the last years because our main focus this year was the Crotts family and helping them, and that's what we set our mind out to do, and we achieved so much that we was able to help the orphanage too this year. So hopefully next year it can be even bigger than it was this year.
That's awesome.
Yes, it is very much so. I want to give a shout out to my Canadian brother watching us live from Canada. My Canadian brother, Stephen Johnson. I always appreciate him tuning in. I wonder how he feels that knowing that Canada is going to be the 51st state of. I'm just picking Stephen. But yeah, but Brandon, Brandon came to the car lot not too long ago. We went to Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue and got something to eat.
Was that when he won this $100?
Yes, actually it was. Yes.
Remember, because he said he was going to come eat with you.
Yes, that's exactly what it was. Brandon had won money from watching the show here. Good deal, Riley. That's so good. I really enjoy seeing what you and the stuff that y'all put together to help people, and y'all done it for the hurricane victims, and that's it's really awesome. And as long as you keep that up, buddy, it feels good, don't it, to be able to help others. But when you do it unselfishly and you do it for the right reasons, and that's what y'all are doing, and I admire that, and I appreciate the things that you do outside of that race car. It represents not just yourself and your family, but it relates well to the Bowman Gray Stadium racing family.
Well, it definitely makes me feel good being able to give back and seeing the outreach that we have and being able to put things in places such as we have. But like you say, I just wanted to throw out a plug for my mom and low rents for the Clash weekend. Since this is a show about the Clash, she's got our camper for rent for the Clash weekend. Already got the spot taken care of, everything, the whole nine. So I guess just look up Low Rents on Facebook and get in contact with her about staying for the Clash weekend.
What does something like that cost, Riley?
$625 for what is it? A 3-night stay. 3-night stay, $625. That's water, power, everything.
And that's just you just pulling up because they're already going to have it set up for you.
You drive up and put your suitcase inside, and you're ready for a race weekend.
And the pickup is across the street to get to the stadium.
And the pickup is across the street to the stadium from the fairgrounds, because I'm pretty sure the camper's going to be located at the fairgrounds.
Here's my question. How much food will be in the refrigerator?
She didn't say she was providing meals.
Chris, if you rent it, I'll put you a honey bun in there. If anybody else rents it, I'll put them 2 honey buns in there. How about that?
A honey bun and a hot dog.
So once again, Riley, Messer, can you put
get some cookout?
Messer, can you put that up real quick? Can you put that on the screen? The low rents?
Yeah, let me find it. Hang on.
You can get their little Facebook.
Yeah, maybe give them a plug for that. That's pretty neat that y'all do that. And they also do it like at Martinsville and other places.
They do it like any weekend.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All year round we do it. Like I say, we rent it out. Either we can take it and set it up for you for a small additional fee, or you can get it and take it yourself. But a lot of people choose the option to where we take it. Because, like I say, a lot of people don't have a truck that can pull it, or they don't want to fool with it, and all they got to do is drive up in their Tahoe and just jump out, and they're ready to camp for the weekend.
Hey, baby, you want to go with me to my new camper? That's all.
That would. I got my camper down there for us.
Got my camper set up over here, girl. All we got to do is pull up. You gonna go on a date? That is awesome.
Just pack your bag.
That is awesome. That's pretty cool, man. So, yeah, so for $625, that is a heck of a deal. That's 3 days. Park your vehicle at the fairgrounds. You got a nice camper to stay in, and get on the shuttle and go watch some good race and go watch Riley Neal and that 07 Modified.
And speaking of the Riley Neal Racing 07 Modified, we're going to add something to that title here soon. Like you say, follow Riley Neal Racing on Facebook, and keep an eye out in the next couple weeks here. We're going to have a really big announcement to make for a sponsorship for the Clash. and I think it's going to be something really cool. And I think a lot of people are going to like it, and I think it's going to be something that we're going to be able to pump up and get the kids involved with, and it's going to be really great.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'm excited for you, brother. I'm very excited for you. That's bringing another aspect into it. That's going to be really cool. All right, so for those of y'all tuning in, y'all check it out right there. That's Low Rents. It's on Facebook. Messer's got a picture of the camper and everything. They even put the awning out for y'all. Check that out. NASCAR Clash attendees. Now is the time to book our camper for this historic event at Bowman Gray Stadium. Get with us today. So there it is. Y'all check it out. Any of y'all wanting to, the spot's already there. You can't beat it.
And usually, if it makes you feel any better, I'm the one that puts the awning out, the chairs and everything for you. I make it look all pretty.
Man, Riley. What, Kevin don't want?
That's no lie.
Kevin don't want to do it, does he?
Well, usually he just sends me or Adam or somebody to take it.
How much does it cost to have Louis stay in the camper with whoever rents it?
Oh, that's a Kevin Neal question. That's probably going to be like
$1,000.
He said it's free. I'm surprised he didn't tell you $1,000.
He said free.
Real quick, I want to get.
I'll tell you what, Louis is my replacement.
Yeah, I know. Real quick, want to give some shout outs. Katrina Stainback, Tiffany Koger is watching. Mac Little Jr. Man, that's a catfishing catching fool right there, ain't it? One of our sponsors there, my buddy Steve Stroud at 5 Points Tire and Auto, and then once again, our buddy friend. How cool is that, Riley? We got listeners all the way up in Canada watching.
That's pretty cool. I was talking to somebody earlier. I think it was Dad that was telling me this, that we're gonna have people from like 3 different countries at the Clash, and I think it's like it may be 4 or 5 countries, 3 different continents. We're gonna have people coming from multiple countries, different continents. It's gonna be people from all across the world coming to this race, and I think that's really cool for us to be a part of, and it be our hometown.
Seems like the lady on Fox 8 News last night, the main lady at visitwinstonsalem.com said 44 different states has already booked rooms.
And, that's big for Winston, too. I know we already have.
And, obviously, this isn't just a regular Bowman Gray night. This is NASCAR. So, we definitely have a bigger outreach, and which is really cool to be able to see all these different people coming in and get to meet different people than what we normally get to meet. That
is, I guess we kind of forget about the part where we should mention how good this is, not just for Winston-Salem, Forsyth County, and even our neighboring places like Greensboro and stuff like that, how this is such a big deal. A lot of people get it. They really do. A lot of people do get it. But this is big for the economy. This is bigger than probably, y'all been here way longer than me. Is this one of the biggest things that's happened in Winston-Salem?
Yeah, probably other than the wherever that tennis open is in Winston-Salem.
Yeah.
And the Wyndham, yeah. This is huge. This is
I think this is
3 or 4 times bigger than that.
This will compete with the Wyndham.
Yeah. This is massive. We'll get the Goodyear blip now.
We're gonna have people watching all over the world, and it's gonna be great for Winston-Salem, for everywhere around here. Really, it's gonna be something big, and I'm really excited to see what it does and the outreach that it has.
So this is a serious question, Riley, and Messer and Sydney.
Yes.
This is serious. Don't think I'm crazy, but this is something that's been in the back of my mind. Do y'all think, Riley, I'm going to start with you, with everything that's going on right now, this is something you can't ignore that's going on in our country and what's happened in New Orleans. Do y'all expect, I do, I'll go ahead and say it, I think things will be a little bit different. Do y'all expect our our security or what have you to be a little bit different with
I hope
the
it's-
accessibility that there is at the stadium? I mean, that's something I know that's something that nobody really wants to talk about, but
I hope that they
Riley,
do.
do you think that's something we maybe should keep in the back of our mind?
I feel like there's going to be a little bit more security in the stands now. I think bag checking is going to be a little bit more thorough. I think we'll probably end up with a clear bag policy and some other things that the bigger NASCAR tracks have. And I really don't know for the pits. I can't really speak on that, but I think for the stands, there's going to be a clear bag policy, and there's going to be a little bit more thorough inspection when you come in the gates.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a much larger police presence, I think, especially for the Clash, and I think there's going to be on weekly nights too.
What do you think, Sydney?
I bet that there'll probably be like a walk-through metal detector.
I mean, it could. I mean, and like I said, I don't want to be Debbie Downer here, but it's just something that I was thinking.
But do you have to do that? I can't remember when we went to the Charlotte race because we went in the pits, but we didn't have to walk through none of that, or they didn't even look in bags.
I feel like it's for something like that, it's kind of necessary. I mean, so I went to the Daytona 500 back in 2020 when Donald Trump came, and I had to go through Secret Service at 6:00 in the morning. I mean, I feel like for that type of event, there has to be some heightened level of security at least.
Is Donald Trump coming?
He texted me a while ago. He
was watching earlier.
He was watching the show earlier, but he's in Greenland. He said he was having a bad signal, so when he texts me tomorrow, I'll ask him. I'll see if he's gonna make it.
Well, tell him Riley Neal wants his new helmet signed.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll tell him to pick you up in his jet.
He's a good guy.
That would be awesome.
Hey, I think you should. When are you gonna take? Have you ever thought about taking Louis in the race car, like for a slow lap?
I don't. He would jump out.
I heard Lori. He would jump out.
Pee in the race car, probably.
Yeah.
Well, if you can get Trump to come, that'll be great because I've already got Sean Hannity coming. So
there you go, Sean Hannity.
Did you see what Philip said?
No, what did he say? I'm scared.
Worm Security Services has got everything under control. What's he doing? Pat downs?
He will. He's security at H&H.
Oh.
Yeah, he's something else.
Hey.
Riley, tell me real quick.
Dad brought up a good point about security.
Let's hear it.
You won't be able to drive on MLK either days. There'll probably be concrete barriers on both ends restricting driving. MLK will be shut down completely for these 2 days.
I'm not mad about that. I'm not mad whatsoever, whatever it takes to keep us safe. And once again, I think it's something that during this show, the next few weeks, is something that we, doesn't hurt to actually bring up. I think it's a pretty good topic, myself.
Yeah. So, legit question here.
Yeah, right. But I feel
No, I'm asking a legit question.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Because I haven't really looked at the maps. He said, oh, I'm sorry. Are they going to have all gates open, or you just go in one area?
All gates.
All gates are going to be open. There's going to be different buses that go to different gates, if I'm correct.
Oh, I'm just going to be dropped off at the Kermits and have to walk.
Somebody give you a ride, Sydney. I promise. Okay. So, Riley, I know you've seen it and all that. What's your input on getting off right there, going down the back stretch, going into the pit area?
Oh, Chris, this is a question I was praying that you would ask me, because I'm getting ready to stir up the entire Bowman Gray Stadium fan base and pits.
Let's hear it.
I think, personally, everybody can hate me if you want to for this. If you can't turn into pit road and figure out how to turn into pit road, you don't need to be in a race car in the first place. I don't care if your car don't turn right like somebody else's. Is that my problem? No. Figure it out. Quit blasting it on Facebook and trying to get somebody to change something. NASCAR doesn't have engineers that get paid 6 figures for something to be unsafe and not working properly.
Put that picture back up, Messer. So Messer, and I like what you're saying there. I'm picking up what you're laying down. Okay, so Messer's got a picture up. Okay. Now, if he can come back where we can see right there. All right.
Let's try to zoom in. It didn't work.
All right, right there. Now, that's a big, seems like to me, and I get if you turn right, how I get it.
You also have to, I mean, you got to think too, right here where where my mouse is right here, they're going to be putting a tire barrier. So it's going to be a little thinner right there too.
Okay. So what if, I see the gravel right there.
The ambulances ain't gonna be able to sit right there.
Why?
Because we have to
Yeah, that's
turn back.
That's a
other way.
hard. Yeah, that's a hill. They
Yeah.
made a hill of the asphalt right there. So I don't know how ambulance is going to
Okay.
look there.
Well, and Riley, you're right. That's kind of what we said when Danny Bohn, and Danny Bohn pretty much didn't say it exactly like that, but he basically the same. It's the same for everybody. You're going to have to learn to do it.
Like whether, I mean, my thing is it really exiting the track gonna make you quit racing? No. So why complain about it?
Because
Because everybody over there for the last 100 years has had to complain about something. That's the nature of that place. And Dad just made a good point. He thinks it was unsafe the way it was, and I agree with that. I mean, look at my pawpaw's crash.
Right.
For
That's
example.
That's what I was just when I hear and see or read people talking about this, Tommy Neal comes to my mind. I remember announcing and going, "Oh my, that was it was like the back wheels come off the ground. He hit so hard." Yeah.
Well, Chris, I seen it firsthand because I was running third when it happened and watched him drive off into it. I come back around the racetrack and contemplated getting out of my race car on the racetrack, going to see if he was okay.
Yeah.
Because that's how hard of a hit it was. It scared me.
Right.
And I really think with all these darn tires right there is really going to be beneficial.
So for those of y'all that are commenting and have questions, don't forget when we hang out with Riley after we go to another commercial break, our next segment is our Cam's Corner brought to you by Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue. It is your time to call in and talk about this stuff and to, let us know how you feel about it, even though if you're not a race car driver, your comment's going to be somewhat irrelevant, but, and don't be an idiot. I'm asking, I know it's going to be hard for some people, but it's just,
And another thing on the whole pit entrance deal, if you've been over there and you know what it looked like before, the racetrack is actually wider. They've widened the racetrack getting into 3. There is room to stick 3 cars comfortably right there so that you can get far enough up the racetrack to not affect the racing groove and still swing out and get off the racetrack.
Yeah. I like it.
So I feel like people's not putting this in perspective the right way. Everybody thinks that this is just the worst thing ever, and this is going to be horrible for everybody. It's going to tear up so many race cars. No, you got to look at it from a different angle and a different point of view.
Yeah. Then you had Corey Latham making a Facebook video that he couldn't do it in a Volkswagen, so.
Yeah, well, Corey's trying to take a video and everything else in the meantime. I mean, I probably couldn't turn. God, I'm not going to even get started, Chris.
I had to.
I love Corey to death. Happy birthday, Corey! But
it is his birthday.
Is it?
It is, yes.
I saw that on this morning.
Well, happy birthday to
Corey.
Corey.
It's also Jordan Atkins' birthday today too.
Is it really?
It really is. Yeah.
Mine's the 19th.
Mine's June 1st.
Well, I turned 17 a month ago today.
That's right, you did. And I thought about that today. I'm used to saying 14-year-old Riley Neal, and here we are is 17-year-old Riley Neal, man.
Yeah, you're getting old, man.
Yeah, it don't take long, does it, buddy?
Yeah, that's why
I photographed his first.
Everybody looks at me like I'm stupid.
Yeah, I photographed his first start in 2019 when he was 7, 8 years old, something like that. I'm just kidding. But He's getting old, man.
Well, Riley.
Yeah, that's been a long time ago.
It's always good having you on. I love your input. I always appreciate you being on the show. And we're going to take a few calls when we go to commercial break. And so I'm really excited about the opportunity that you're going to have. You and your dad, your mom, and your family and your crew. It's a big deal for everybody involved. And man, I wish you, I'm a big fan of yours. I appreciate what you do outside of that race car and your big, kind old heart that you got. And looking forward to watching you race, buddy.
Well, I appreciate y'all having me on and letting me ramble for a little bit. If you need anybody to stir up some more drama about anything new at the stadium, just call me and I'll come on and stir it up for you. If you don't want to say it, I will.
Tell. Oh yeah, this segment is brought to you by Affordable Septic. You like how I done that?
Yeah, that's pretty good. I just ate dinner with him.
Well, I just see it says Tommy. Tell him hey, because he just tuned in.
Well, you never know what kind of crap you'll get in.
Bless.
Oh my! Well, Riley, appreciate you, buddy, and tell Louie I said hey. Give him a big old rub on the head, and tell Lori and Kevin I said hey, and I appreciate you being on, buddy.
Well, you're on speaker. Louis looked up when he heard his name. He's right back to eating food now.
He's peeing.
All right,
he's inhaling it. So.
All right, we'll see you, buddy. Thank you again. Thank you.
See you.
All right, bye.
Sometimes I love
Please stop.
You.
Yeah, right. I get it. People like to just, that some people act like that it's going to be impossible to make that turn. But
he makes a good point. I say the same thing. Somebody's going to complain about this for 2 weeks, and then they'll find something else to complain about. It's just the nature of the place, unfortunately.
Yeah, it is. All right, so we're going to take a commercial break, 2 or 3, and then we're going to come back and we're going to open up the Midway Dry Cleaners phone lines for y'all to call in if you want and talk about whatever. Also want to remind everyone that on February the 1st and on February the 2nd at Thunder Road Bar and Grill, Zeno Marshall and them are going to have a watch party. So that'd be something that you might want to put on your calendar if you can't make it to the race itself. That's going to be pretty neat. So y'all don't go nowhere. I appreciate each and every one of you. And we'll be right back after word from some of our sponsors.
People can trust me to detail their vehicles because I've been doing it for years. I've worked on stuff from $1,000 all the way up to $100,000. But at the end of the day, you still gotta live up to the same standard. I put love and care into every vehicle. I just want to make sure my customer's happy because I like getting everything. I mean, every crack, every cranny, anything I can get. I really just want it to be squeaky clean. I know how I want my ride to look like at the end of the day, and I should do the same thing to yours.
Jimmy Brown of J&T Services buys junk, unwanted vehicles of all types. He removes scrap metal, specializes in trash removal and eviction cleanups. Whether it's a bed or a table or an even old washer and dryer, Jimmy Brown, you don't play around. Serving the Triad area since 2007, J&T Services is firefighter owned, and you can reach them at 336-341-1171, or you can go to J&T Services on Facebook. Messer, tell them who they're listening to.
Listening to Run by Nova's Fade.
The guitar player works across the street at one of our sponsors at 5 Points Tire and Auto. Dude can rip a guitar. That's another good band. Nova's Fade. Yeah. Hope everybody's doing good tonight. Appreciate y'all tuning in. It's our first show. This is our Cookout NASCAR Clash at Bowman Gray. It's brought to you by H&H Auto, located at 3088 on Kernersville Road in Winston-Salem. Go by and check out Daniel, the Peanut Gallery, Daniel Harrison, Philip Harrison. Put that number up there.
Get your security check.
It's going to be it's a worm, but make sure you're safe if you go to H&H Auto. He's going to
Bowman Gray.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, he's going to make sure you're safe if you go there too, if he's there. So that is our Midway. Can you put that up there with it?
That's our hotline.
That's our Midway Dry Cleaners phone lines.
Give us a call. Christopher.
What?
We haven't touched base lately. How's your weight loss journey?
Well, that 235 pounds.
That's good.
That's
What's the total weight loss so far?
I was at July the 25th. I was at 290.
Oh, good job. And still on your
Manjaro.
I'm so proud.
I had trouble saying that, didn't I?
You did. What did you used to say?
Manjaro.
Or something. And I hope you had to talk about
Your
it.
mama. All kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So don't forget on the 28th of this month, our last show, we're going to be live. We want everybody to be there. We're going to be at Zeno's Place, the Gathering Place, which is adjacent to Thunder Road Bar and Grill. That's our Midway Dry Cleaners phone line. If you want to talk and give us your input on whatever, we can discuss the upcoming season at Bowman Gray Stadium. We're all excited about the Clash and the Cookout Clash coming. And but we also just right after that in April, we've got our first race coming up for all four divisions. You're going to be racing. When are you going to get blinkers on your race car?
I'm going to install those the night before the race.
All right, we have a caller.
Caller number 1.
Chris Sidney.
Hello.
Chris Sidney, Pierce Clarkson here. How are y'all doing?
We're good. How are you?
Great. Very well, thank you. So I got to run into Chris a few months back. We learned we both had racing fanatic backgrounds, and he told me what he did for a living, and I've been following him on social media ever since, and just so excited about everything that's going on and everything I'm learning from Chris about the shorter track racing. So we got the Clash coming up, and I think I'd even messaged Chris on social media. We got to get you on TV for the Fox weekend. And I don't know if y'all know it, but I've been watching more cup racing and anything NASCAR on TV for about 25 years. Haven't really missed a practice or a qualifying. And, Fox's Mike Joy, every time he's ever had the chance to talk about Winston-Salem, he says it. He's a big advocate for anything NASCAR Winston-Salem. He would have probably even retired if not for the Clash coming here by now. But I got Chris, how can we get you connected to Mike Joy, or are you already connected? And what's the chance of getting you guys on TV? Because it's got to happen, man.
Well, thank you for the kind words, and I wish it could, but that's totally, excuse me, that's going to be a total Fox thing there. I'm a big Mike Joy fan, man. The man is really good at what he does. The Fox does a great job with the people they have in the booth, and I'm excited about Mike being there. And like you said, he speaks highly of Bowman Gray Stadium. Always has, and I agree with you there that it's a big deal to not only him but to a lot of us. But I wish maybe one day for that opportunity to come. But hopefully we can make a contact with Mike Joy and have him on the show and for future references.
Yellow. I think he dropped.
Really?
Yeah. Well, somebody else call in. Come talk to us.
Or he can call back.
Yeah. What was his name?
I didn't catch it.
I don't know, but he was really well spoken.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, are we being punked?
Like, it was good. Like, you know, because that's how the cheeseburger one started. It was really well spoken, and then it wasn't.
I don't remember it being very well spoken whatsoever. That one started out
No,
bad.
like the one before that was like, and then it was like cheeseburgers or something.
Yeah. So yeah, call her, call back. Yeah.
You look through your messages.
I'm looking here. I don't see
No,
nothing.
no. Like your Facebook messages later.
Yeah. That's a good idea. All right, anybody wants to call in, phone lines are open for y'all. Y'all call in and talk to us so we can talk about the Clash or whatever. All we ask is you to be respectful. We do have kids that are watching this show, so we ask that you be respectful. What you got there, Sydney? Tell them.
Well, someone commented and said that the calendars turned out awesome. So I am showing off the Messer Media 2025 photo calendars. They are $20 if you would like one. Go by Turn and Burn. Message me, Chris, or Messer to get you one.
We have a caller.
Oh, okay.
What?
Caller. Who's your name? What's your name, sir or ma'am?
Ryan Putnam.
Ryan Putnam.
You
Happy
knew.
birthday to your girls.
You knew.
Yeah,
Y'all
thank you.
knew this was coming. Well, at least we know we're safe
Hell
with
yeah.
Ryan. We know this is a safe call. That's the good part about it.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll behave myself.
Yeah, absolutely. Today's the girl's birthday, Ryan.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Where are they at?
They disappeared into their rooms and the showers and all that kind of stuff. We got to the house. We just got done with dinner about 40 minutes ago.
Well, tell them.
We
Tell
went
them.
out
Tell them I
Went
said
out to
happy
the Japanese
birthday.
steakhouse.
Oh yeah.
Did you go to
I'll do it.
Tokyo?
Say that one more time.
Did you go to Tokyo?
Umi's.
Omi's. I haven't ate at Omi's.
Well, tell them I said
Their
happy
request.
birthday.
I'll do it. I'll pass it along.
So you
I
and
just thought I'd call.
yeah, so
Go
I'm
ahead.
glad you did. You got to go out. You hung out with Jonathan, and y'all was at the stadium last Friday as a spotter at the stadium for you spot in every division there. Tell us how you feel about it as a spotter. You went out there, you've walked it, you've seen it. Tell us your thoughts on that, Ryan.
I'm kind of like Riley. I like what I see. There's some opportunities, maybe, depending on grip level. And we know how the outside is at that track, so it's kind of iffy. But there's some more room for error in 3 and coming out of 4 if you're paying attention. The wall doesn't come out as far as everybody thought it would, I believe. It's within an inch of the old setup. So I just followed the asphalt. They didn't cut the asphalt. They just put concrete beside it.
Right.
That's all you got to look at.
Yeah.
And turn 3, yeah, shooting out of turn 3. But if you're not riding the wall, you're not going to have to worry about it.
Right.
So, I mean, you lost more in 3 than you did coming out of 4, from what I saw. But the pit road thing ain't nothing, to sweat. Everybody's worried about it. It's going to be tricky, but I don't have to worry about it. I just spot, but, they'll figure it out. They'll adapt it. The pictures, from certain angles, it looks like the wall overlaps itself and there's like a backwards deal and all, but it's standing there, in person. It's actually probably a better deal than what we had. It's just going to take some getting used to and just adjust to it. So I don't think it'll be that bad. We shouldn't, I don't want to say this, I'll jinx it, but we may not see those big pileups where you got nowhere to go, like we have in years past when somebody goes to the barrel with 8 more cars behind them. We might be able to avoid that. Who knows though, it's a stadium.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to say anything. You know how that works. As soon as I think we got this figured out, we're going to screw it up.
Well, I keep saying, I've been said it 9 times on the show tonight. It's the same for everybody. And, with the way listen, we're going to talk about our season. When our 4 divisions start in April, I feel like that the drivers are given plenty of time. You're a spotter. Sydney's a racer. I feel like there's going to be ample of time for everybody to learn it, adjust, and get it down pat before our first race. I mean, you think about how the season starts at Bowman Gray.
Yeah.
It's a lot of time to be out on that track.
And if you can't, get off the track.
Yeah, you got plenty of practice.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just going to show up and wing it in the first week.
Mm.
So I got smart tour stuff. So I'm just going to show up and see what happens. But my guys will have to figure it out in practice.
I was about to say, you don't really have to do much practice.
Right.
Nah.
So who are you going to be spotting for the modified race for the Cookout Clash?
Kyle Southern.
That's right. Yep, that's right. I'm going to have him on soon, too. I guess he's pretty excited, huh?
Yeah. We work together, so we've been talking about it. It gets closer. Of course, all the drama with the extra spots and people jockeying for a seat and all this other stuff. It's just kind of fun to talk about.
Well, I mean, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, there's owners' points involved and what have you. I think it's for the better. I think the plan that's been put in place, this is my personal opinion, whether you like it or not, is irrelevant to me. But I think there is a plan put in place to make the racing the best that it possibly can be for the fans that are watching. Remember, these drivers, this racing is an entertainment business. Okay. Yes, it's a competitive business, but it's an entertainment, and the power.
We're not just entertaining. We're not entertaining the Bowman Gray fans. This first deal. This is basically entertaining NASCAR fans. And we're going to have people that probably have never been to Bowman Gray Stadium sitting there watching.
You're going to have a lot of them.
Yes.
Yes. I mean, and it's going to be televised both nights, and also it's going to be. There's going to be a lot of people that's never, they've heard about Bowman Gray, but they've never been able to, watch it. But anyway, Ryan, I appreciate your support. Appreciate you calling in, and we'll have you sitting in with us on the 28th when we go live at the gathering place.
Yeah.
And we're going to catch another call, but tell them babies I said hey and happy birthday, okay?
I'll do it. Yeah, thank you. I'll pass it along. I'll see you guys.
All right, buddy. Thank you for calling in, Ryan.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, we got another caller here. Let's get him on.
Hello.
All right, caller, you're on the air.
Hey, I'm back. It's Pierce Clarkson. Just calling to wrap up. I heard that I got dropped, and they said call back, so I did. I was giving y'all props as I was leaving, and just wanted to say if y'all are on Fox or not, that's great. That would be beyond fantastic. Y'all deserve it. Y'all are a part of the culture, just like everyone else and all the drivers. But if not, keep doing what y'all are doing and keep enjoying, and we'll keep watching. Thank y'all.
Dan, thank you for that call, Pierce. Thank you a lot.
Yes,
we appreciate
you.
the support. That was very nice of you, man. And we, once again, thank you for the support. Thank you for watching.
Fantastic. We'll look for you at the track.
I will see you there, buddy. Thank you.
Take it easy now.
All right. You too, man.
Lovely.
I've got a frog in my throat, Sydney.
Did you find it?
Right there.
Oh. Cool. Hold on. I'm so glad that Ryan did not mention. So Christmas Eve, right? I wanted to go to this little store and welcome. I didn't think I was going to see anybody I know.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I walk in, it's Ryan and his girls. I'm in my pajamas.
The moo-moo?
Not my moo-moo. I'm in Christmas pajama pants. My hair's like on top of my head. I got my slippers on and like a t-shirt, and I'm like, I said, you do not see me here. He was like, I ain't seen you. I was like, okay, great. So he stuck to his word.
I'd have loved to have seen a picture on Facebook, on his Facebook page. It's Sydney Sanders, Christmas Eve at Sheets and welcome.
Thanks.
All right, y'all can call in to the Midway Dry Cleaners phone lines. This is something we've...
You got a question from Cliff Daniel. He said, are there going to be the same food vendors during the Clash as during the regular season?
So, Messer can probably too. I can let you know that Cookout will be there the whole season.
What?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. That is.
I'm going to be the size of.
So, Cliff, I hope that helps you out a little bit.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
But yeah, they will. They're going to be Cookout will be available for the full racing season at Bowman Gray Stadium.
All right, we have a call.
Oh, caller number 4.
All right, caller, what's your name?
Roy Martin.
Oh, big country.
Big country. Oh.
Hello.
What was that? All right, that was us. Hang on.
Boy.
What happened?
Yeah, the Google Voice disconnected. Let me call it back. Hang on.
Thank you for calling Collins Studios host and call screener line. Please enter your show or meeting number and press pound.
Remember that?
Hang on, Big Country.
Enter your 6-digit PIN number.
And the Bond show.
Refrigerator running.
Welcome, host. You are now in the host room and can manage your callers from the Collins Studio web interface.
Hey, Big Country, you back with us?
Yeah, I'm back with y'all.
All right, sorry about that.
What you doing, Roy?
Not much. Just got to finish playing a little bit of dirt racing on the PS5. But I was listening to some of the stuff about the racetrack. I think the racetrack is going to be a predicted asset of racing coming up here in April for the rest of the divisions. And plus, I think it's going to be a lot more safe for the drivers to get around the track. Even though you got that hard rod 90 coming off the track, it's not going to be a big problem at all.
No, it's not.
You're just going to have to swing out. You're just going to have to swing out and come back in, like swing out, come back on a little bit, and hit it the right way. Pretty much, a lot of people who doesn't know racing like we do, all the safer barrier walls and catch fences and stuff like that, it could be a lawsuit. You know what I mean? It's a lawsuit if they didn't have that kind of stuff promoted and stuff like that. I went over there today and looked at it again. I don't see nothing wrong with the track. I love how the track is set up, how everything else is going to be for February the 1st and the 2nd. I think everything else is going to be really good once everything else gets all set up and go for April the 19th for us for the regular season.
I think you're right.
Big Country, what do you think about Sydney in the number 11 stadium stock having blinkers for when she gets off the track? How cool is that?
I think that's going to be a very awesome thing. They use that kind of setup for the Cup cars when it rains and stuff. That'd be a pretty good setup for the cars at Bowman Gray, instead of have to use arm signals and putting your hand at the window to signal getting off the racetrack. That'd be more of a safety feature for the driver to be safe coming on or off the track. I'm a big believer of it.
Now, you better be standing there, though, when we come off the track.
Oh, I will.
Are you going to have a flashlight, Country?
I don't know. I don't need one.
Need to get you one of those that flashes like the police does.
Yes.
Yeah, I got one. It illuminates like that. I got from Snap-on.
So you're still going to be paying on it for next year? Snap-on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How's your health? How's your health, Big Country? You doing good?
Oh, cancer-free.
Amen,
That's
brother.
awesome.
Good to hear, man. Good to hear.
Oh, yeah. I got back February the 5th for a PET scan, but the doctor told me for so far so good, they ain't never seen somebody come from 4 years of having cancer coming back with their hair growing and stuff like mine is and stuff like that. Like I told myself, if you got the faith in the Lord will bless you 100 times more.
That's right.
Amen. I believe that with all my heart, brother. Well, man, look, we appreciate you supporting the show, Big Country, and we're looking forward to working another year with you, working with us, and we'll see you here in about 3.5 weeks.
Yes, sir. I'll see you February the 1st.
All right, man.
Good night.
Thank you.
All right. Yes, sir. Y'all have a good
Messer hung up on him.
Looks like Zeno's watching. Hello, Zeno.
Yeah, once again, he's going to have a watch party. That's going to be at Thunder Road Bar and Grill. He's going to have one on February 1st. Y'all can check out their Facebook page. They have the times and what have you. A watch party at Thunder Road Bar and Grill. That's going to be pretty cool for those of y'all that don't want to. Not riffraff, that ain't the right word to use, but it's everything's going to be, they're going to have shuttles and what have you. But if you're not going to be there, I highly recommend going and see what my announced partner's saying.
Yeah, he was saying that he was, as of this weekend, he was able to successfully transfer Clash weekend tickets he purchased as a gift. So it looks like they might be on Ticketmaster.
Yes, they are.
All right. Well, thank you for that, my amazing announced partner, my buddy Randy Pulliam. Randy took me to, about a couple weeks ago, right before Christmas, Randy took me to eat. And
you ate broccoli?
I saw him last week on the track.
I seen him today at the track after you just left me.
Well,
and then
you broke my drone.
I know, I didn't mean to.
Did you drop it from here?
The drone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I broke it.
Broke the drone.
No, I didn't break the drone. I broke the little cord that connects it to my phone, and I couldn't fly it.
So
sad day.
Yeah, Messer. I pulled up, talked to Messer for a little bit, and then seen Randy Pulliam and his buddy, met one of his buds, and then I texted Austin and said I'm going to Pulliam. So Austin met me at Pulliam's, and we had some great Pulliam's hot dog. This is our Cam's Corner, brought to you by Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue segment. I couldn't get in touch with no, I'm lying to you. Couldn't make it happen tonight for our guests. Cam's Corner, brought to you by Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue. We usually have we like to feature kids in racing, and that's what the Cam's Corner segment is. But tonight we made our Cam's Corner, brought to you by Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue, a chance to call our Midway Dry Cleaner studio line and talk to us. And we got enough time for maybe one more caller if somebody wants to call in. And Terry Freeman, do not call talking about them stinking Pittsburgh Steelers. But I do want to say, hey, buddy, I miss Grillville so bad. On Saturday mornings, there's a lot of us that went there to eat, and I miss Grillville, my old buddy Terry Freeman. Hope you and Miss Jennifer's doing well.
You miss your wheat toast and your avocado?
I didn't have that there.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, you
not at Pulliam. I mean, not at Terry. They didn't have avocado.
Do you like avocado toast?
Well, yeah, that's right. You're talking about the I'm thinking guacamole. Yeah.
Do you put like everything bagel seasoning on it?
I was like, I know I'm not crazy now.
Yeah.
I love avocado toast.
Do you?
Mm-hmm. And then you sprinkle a little everything bagel seasoning on top of your avocado. The chef's kiss.
What was that?
We have a YouTube comment here. It says, on the weekend schedule, it mentions there's a track profile scanning Friday at 6 p.m. Can we assume that's a scan for iRacing, or is it something NASCAR? I'm assuming that's going to be for the radios.
Yes, absolutely.
Because they don't have a time. As far as we know, they don't have a time frame on the iRacing scan.
No, if you don't see Dale Jr. there either. Brandon Clements is watching. Want to say hey to him. He's getting married. I'm singing at their wedding.
Oh God.
What?
Stayed about 500 feet away from that one.
Do what?
They were stayed about 500 feet away from your singing.
There's Tammy Carter. I wonder if we're related. Brandon Clements, I hope you're doing good, buddy.
He had a good race this past weekend.
Man, Brandon, you could blindfold that dude, and everywhere he goes. And Stramiska won.
I know. I was so excited
to see AJ and the Robert Stramiska and some of them drivers that was in that mini stock race. Man, that was truly an all-star race. You know what? There was a lot of good drivers.
It was a lot of good drivers. Also,
yes.
a lot of cautions.
What somebody called it the Dylan 24.
Well, Steven said there's always
24 hours of Dylan, yeah.
He said there's always a lot of wrecks. But Clements had his car hooked up. We were watching on Race Monitor, and I mean, ready to go. Clements was leading, and then I was like, oh. It just, it was a good race till the end. Justin Hoyle, he didn't know.
Yeah, iRacing is going to scan it eventually.
But he's not talking about like at that.
No, right.
Not at that scheduled time. You need a tuxedo like Adam Sandler and the wedding singer.
Did you just say the wedding singer?
That's what it says. Wedding. Is it that the blue tuxedo that he wears?
Ricky Locklear Senior's watching. Thank you, Ricky. Hey, there's another one that can get her done too, son.
I need to pull up that picture of Chris in the tuxedo again.
Do it.
Hang on, let me find it.
You wore a tuxedo.
No, it's a suit. But Messer, he's.
I got photos. We're good.
I think I needed a haircut in that picture.
Yeah.
I bought Steven a Dumb and Dumber suit to wear, the orange one to wear to somebody's wedding, but we ended up not going. You should wear that. The orange one.
Where am I going to wear it? Where do you? I mean,
Clement's wedding, so you can sing and play the banjo.
I don't know how to play a banjo.
You're from Alabama. You don't know how to play a banjo?
He's from Mobile, Alabama.
Oh yeah, here we go. Look at that.
Oh.
Look at that.
God, that hair. What in the world? I think you got to wash the gray out of that hair or something that day.
Is that a thing?
Yes.
Oh.
Y'all guess who's watching?
Who's watching?
Mike Brown.
Mike Brown. Tell Taylor I said hello.
Bubba's About Broke podcast. What's up, guys? Always. Mike Brown said, "Who's performing band?"
Christopher is performing.
I asked Messer.
Oh, I did get a harmonica for Christmas in White Elephant, the game, so I can play the harmonica and you can sing.
There you go. We can just recently bring Sydney a karaoke machine.
I got one.
Yeah, let's just bring it.
Do you really? For the show? Do it at the show?
It's just like a speaker and it's got 2 microphones.
There you go.
And I can Bluetooth a song.
There you go.
Well, you can do the
Stairway to Heaven.
No, I'm having a party.
I've never heard no trash like that in my life.
It's Shania Twain and Billy Currington.
That is hard. All right, we just have to wind this party up.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got well, look, if you want us to start singing for you, Tiffany, we can. Well, Tiffany, thank you for those kind words, and thank you for tuning in. Dadgum, I'm glad this show's ending because Tilly will see that phone number and he'll be calling in. But our time is done. Jeremy Tilly, your team fired their coach today. I know you're disappointed because your team sucks like my New Orleans Saints sucks. Actually, the Raiders beat the Saints a couple of weeks ago. Do you know how many Rookie of the Year runners are going to be at the stadium this year? Blake, I couldn't even tell you who will be running for Rookie of the Year in a modified. Actually, of the 20, 21, 22 drivers I don't think no potential rookies will be in that race.
Yeah, I don't even think they register till March for the regular season.
Yeah, so we'll have a better answer on that, Blake, but as far as the Clash goes and the modified Madhouse Classic, no, I just don't think you'll see none of those as you're referring to. I just look at Tilly Raiders. I'm saying that. All right. Well, we enjoyed. We're gonna do this every show, y'all. So if you want to call in or whatever, we are gonna have our,
as long as y'all behave,
Midway Dry Cleaners phone lines open for y'all to comment, call in, whatever, But yeah, it's good to be back.
It is.
Did you have fun?
Yeah.
We didn't have no blemishes, Master.
It ain't over yet.
Yeah. We got about 5 more minutes. Hang on.
I got to thank my sponsors.
Well, yes, I know. Look, wait. Another one of my Mobile people, JJ Day. JJ Day.
What a name.
I love that.
JJ Day.
I don't need you making fun of my friends that I've known since he was young. He is a wheel man. I'd love to get JJ Day up here and to race your car with blinkers around the stadium at Bowman Gray.
I didn't make fun of it.
You've been making fun of my people from Alabama all show, and it's kind of hurt
I was
my
making fun of
feelings.
the way you said Alabama.
Roll Tide. JJ Day, good to see you, buddy. Well, I can't see you, but thank you for tuning in. You know I love you, man. I've known that since he was so young, and now he's got kids, beautiful wife, Miss Shelby. Tell everybody I said, hey, tell your dad and all that. So Daniel Harrison said, waiting on my 20. We don't talk about drugs on this show, Daniel. Oh, I think I won on some football the other day, and I think he thinks that he's supposed to got paid on it.
Worm said no cheeseburgers either.
Worm is the security. Y'all don't worry about the stadium. Worm Security Services is going to have you covered. So, who is Addison Messer? Is that your cousin?
I don't know.
Y'all got the same last name.
Okay.
All right, JJ. Thank you for tuning in for a little bit. What about old Dustin going to the JJ? Listen to this before she does our sponsors. I text Burt Myers today, JJ, because Dustin Smith's going to be doing the same thing as our 11-time track champion at the stadium at Bowman Gray. I text Burt and I said, man, if you see a guy named Dustin Smith down there, be careful because he'll try to touch your butt. That was funny. Like, JJ, you get it. But anyway, all right. Tell everybody I said, hey, JJ, thank you for tuning in. Also, we want to thank our sponsors that we love and appreciate so much. Without them, this is not possible. Cindy's going to tell them to you, say them for you. And if you cannot go and monetize these places of business, these businesses, please, please at least go to their Facebook page, like, share.
Okay. We'd like to thank H&H Auto Repair, Valasta, Race for Kids, Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue, Precision Built Spindles, Realtor Renee Hackett, Affordable Septic, The Garage Shop, Choice Tire and Automotive, Frank's Steak in Long Island, New York, J&T Services, DL Outfitters, Midway Dry Cleaners, Cobble Speed Shop LLC, JTA Softwash and Roof Cleaning, Koger Plumbing, 5 Points Tire and Auto, Ever Ready Mixed Concrete, Heroes Patriot Water, Hall's Heating and Air, Robin Sandblasting, Mule Skinner Trucking, Messer Media, Garage Doors of the Triad, MJ Printing and Graphics, Midway Music Hall and Event Center, Thunder Road Bar and Grill, Midway Mobile Storage, Make TV Great with Nate, Louis Custom Showers and Glass, Tea Time Sports Bar, Burke Street Pub, Captain's Retreat at Bear Creek, Speed 77, Squeaky Clean Express and Ceramic Coatings, Colfax Towing and Auto Repair, Velocity USA, and KevinSaysYes.com.
Rob Holifield's watching too. There's all these people I've known for 20 plus years is tuning in tonight. Rob Holifield should have been a professional baseball player for the Braves. But anyway, why would you have your hand up there like that? You know, you
because I can't focus when you're going beside my peripheral. Just saying.
I am so sorry we are so unprofessional, but you know what? No Steve Outlaw. All right, we got to go. I've got basketball to watch. I've got the news to come on. I've got to watch the news and all that. Oh, yeah, Donald Trump is changing it from the Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America.
He commented on our video and told us.
Yeah, he's going to be calling me at 10:30 again. He's in Greenland, and his signal wasn't good earlier, so... And who else was we talking about? Dadgummit. The news guy. Sean Hannity.
Oh, Sean Hannity.
He's going to be at the stadium.
I thought you were talking about Mike Fox.
Mike Fox?
The guy from Fox News. What's his name? Starts with an M.
I don't know.
That, okay. Mm-hmm.
You're good?
Yep.
All right. Sorry if we're so unprofessional, but we appreciate each and every one of y'all for tuning in. I want to thank all of our sponsors for what they do for Talking Circles with Chris Carter. Remember, Jesus Christ, he's the reason that we can do what we ever get to do. Put him first in your life. He makes a difference, I promise. Messer, thank you for what you do over there, my brother.
You.
Sydney, thank you for what you do and for being a part of this show. I want to thank H&H Auto for sponsoring this 4-series segment. This is our Cookout Clash at Bowman Gray Stadium COUNTDOWN. Show number 1. We got 3 to go.
3 for Dale.
3 for Dale. Wait, how are you supposed to do it, Master? Brian. No, 3 for Dale. That's for Brian Robertson. All right, love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. We'll be back next Tuesday night. Same channel, same time. Y'all be safe. God bless. Oh, yeah. Don't forget, go to Carolina Artist Showdown. Vote for Carson Gray. All right, bye. Peace out.